Good afternoon, Pep. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
First of all, in terms of the fitness of your squad, is Nathan Aki back in training? Because if he is, then I think that means that will be the first time this season, maybe even ever, that you've had a fully fit squad to choose from. How important could that be for you over the remainder of the season?
That's a good news for us. Nathan is back. Make to a part of the training session. He felt really good. And everyone is fully fit for. It's important for the next weeks before international break, and especially after international break. Hopefully, the people come back well.
You've been very cautious about getting excited about the position that you're in at the top of the Premier League table. But if you win this one, you could be 15 points clear with 10 to play. And then, of course, if you win a few more with the international break coming up, that could put you in a very strong position going into that break. How important is this spell of next few games going to be?
It's important, this game. It is. Like it was the previous one, and it was the previous one. So, and will be the next one. So, one's the time. So, just focus not on how many points we have. I know how difficult is United, and we experienced that. And last years, I had the feeling that every season is better team that was the previous season. It's a team like a part of the quality. So more than 1 year, not losing one game away. So always they got the good results here in Etihad Stadium. But in the same time, we know the opportunity that we have to maintain, to try to increase the distance. And will be one game left. But like today we spoke and we're training, it's just what do you have to do to beat them on the pitch and the way we want to play.
As you say, these can be special games. And given the fact that they've won 3 out of the last 6 meetings, despite everything else that might be going on around the club or your club, do you feel that this means that this brings a special something extra out of the players? They take their standards to a different level?
Absolutely not. There's one game with Premier League is 38 games, is one of them. Of course, is a real contender, is now in the second in the table. Everybody knows how important it is. Only just when thinking is the game plan, to execute it as best as possible and try to win the game.
Thank you, Fraser. Next we go to Stuart Brennan. Hi, Stuart.
Hi, Pat. You okay?
Hi.
Hi, all right. Back in December, you played Fernandinho and Rodri in the derby at Old Trafford. Now, you haven't done that very many times this season. Some people, especially United people, said that showed that either you're a little scared of United after they won 3 derbies last year, or at least you were showing them a lot more respect because they won 3 derbies last year. Do you think either of those viewpoints has any validity, that you were a little afraid or a little more respectful?
They know exactly. They know for all the time when I was in Barcelona, now here, and Bayern Munich, when I play against United, of course I have an incredible respect. Sometimes the decision made in November, December, and January last season, it depends on the circumstances in the right moment. The fit of the players, the COVID, the injuries, the many reasons, the momentum that we have, and we take the decisions. It depends for many reasons. But we are in March, so it's a long time ago. But the respect always was there. Since first time I play as a football player in Old Trafford, many times we play there, here. Of course, I have respect. I respect all the clubs, all the teams. Of course, I would respect United. But scare is not the right word to explain when I approach one opponent. I have incredible respect, but always I think in the same time I can lose, but at the same time I can win. And always I prepare the games to beat the opponents. That's for sure, 100%. And we're going to knowing the quality that they have. I was really impressed the way they play in Stamford Bridge, the intensity, the rhythm, and the high pressing, and how brave they are in many aspects. We accept this challenge and want to do a good game to try to win it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart. Next we go to Simon Stone. Hi, Simon.
Hiya, Pep. When you played at Old Trafford in the league, A lot of people remarked that it was very unusual for a Manchester City team not to be on the front foot and really going for it. What has changed since then?
Always looks like always is a Manchester City is not the front foot. Never the opponents. Always is Manchester City when we're not playing good. Sometimes the opponent is good, and you should ask to the players what we set in that game to try to win the game. I never set one in my team on period here in the previous clubs as well. So we're going there to win the game and approach. And you can play with 7 defenders and the mentality is win the game and you can win. And you can play with 7 strikers and be so defensive. So the approach of the team is well known for everyone. And tomorrow will not be an exception. So the game was not good because all the analysis was boring and 0-0 was not good. But we have to admit, so in that period, we were not in our best during the, in the one season to have the up and downs in the moments that we are not good. And in that moment, the reason why we start the season from everybody knows. So we were not in good moment, but the intention was try to win the game. So all the clubs in this season have up and downs. The only reason is our downs was lower on less time than the other clubs. That was the difference so far.
You've mentioned before about the international break. Have you spoken to your South American players in particular about the issues over quarantine and what you're likely to do? And
no.
Is your view still the same?
No, we didn't speak. We wait this game against United. Maybe next week, I'm pretty sure we're going to talk about that. But I think it's no sense, when players go to the national team and come back and after 10 days cannot play, it's no sense to go there. Because we are working here incredible tough during 7, 8, 9 months. For us international break come the real part of the season, and important players, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9 players cannot play during 10 days. It's no sense. They are not going to fly. That's for sure. So if they can fly and they can play with national team, they come back and they come training again with us, they will fly. But we spend a lot of incredible hours, a lot of time, minutes, efforts, money, and the club invest in that for the important part of the season. 6, 7, 8 players cannot play with us. It's no sense. Honestly, it's no sense.
Okay, thank you, Simon. Next we go to Sam from PSP. Hello, Sam.
Hi there. Hiya, Pep. Ruben Diaz speaking recently said he's never seen hunger like in this Manchester City side. Where does that drive for the players come from? And is this the hungriest squad that you've ever managed?
Come from themselves. They desire to win and win again. So no words can inject words in the desire for the players. They come from inside to try to win, to compete or compete or collaborate more than compete with his mates to do the best we can. So now it's nice because we win. So all the theories that we are doing for Manchester City, the theories, the all the nice things they are saying is because just one reason is because we win. Now the smell when we win is so nice, it's so beautiful. But doing the same, we can lose, and that's why the perspective is calm. Is tomorrow another training session. Today we train incredible well. Tomorrow it's happened the same. We're going to get our neighbors, to do a good game.
And is it the hungriest side that you've ever managed?
I had an incredible hungriest teams in my career. That's why we were lucky being together. In Barcelona and Bayern Munich, I had as well incredible hunger teams like you cannot imagine. To do what we have done, of course, in these 4 years. So after winning, still winning, after winning, being there at the end, after winning, still winning, is because these guys have something special, like they have in Barcelona and Munich.
Thank you, Sam. Next we go to Per Carlson.
Yes, hello, Pep.
Hi.
So it's currently the best team in the Premier League against a team that hasn't lost away from home in 21 matches. What is going to be your biggest challenge with this Man United side, in your opinion?
They are so strong in all departments. Defensively, in the midfield, the quality. his playmaker Bruno Fernandes, and the people up front, the speed they have, the pace with James, with Rashford, with Martial, the experience with Cavani, one of the players I admire the most, and for his career has done, how he lives his career. So yeah, it's Manchester United. So it's not. So all the time, United is a top class. For us, it's a privilege, to compete with them, being there in the last seasons, be in front of them. So, and tomorrow is not the exception. We're going to be ourselves the after tomorrow. This is my target, our target, to do what we have done lately, be ourselves.
Thank you. Best of luck.
Ian Laderman, Daily Mail.
Hiya, Pep.
Hi.
I would imagine this is looking like being a very good season for you. We don't know yet how many trophies you may win, but I would imagine when you look at this team with some of the young players that you have, and maybe with the potential to improve, and maybe with a couple of additions to come, I would imagine you can see a squad that has reached nowhere near its potential yet. Am I right to think that?
If we didn't get the real potential.
Well, I would imagine that when you look at it, you can see an awful lot more potential to come in the future from this team.
Of course. Yeah, definitely. That's why we are here. Always we got to think we can do better, for sure. Yeah. But after when you win, it's about the relations between all of them, how we handle the good moments. Listen, and when you win something, it doesn't mean we're going to win in the future. That is what I learned in my perspective. So all you have to be the warnings. I remember when we won the second season, so it's open now for first Premier League. It come one era for Manchester City is going to win the next 5 years. Won the second one, and after Liverpool extra win his Premier League, and the people say is going to dominate the next 4 or 5 years, the new areas from Liverpool. And look what happened. So that is the best example. So the best example in the sport is a reality, and the reality is tomorrow, the after tomorrow, tomorrow training session, the after tomorrow, and we will see what happens. And after in summertime, sit down with the club, take the right decisions for the best of all of us, and start to next season. Is the only way I think I believe completely. So I don't believe at all when the people say no, it's coming a new project for a long time. Football is what you do today, and so far we were magnificent. We cannot deny it, but in March nobody wins titles, and still there are many tough games. But I see something in the team, like is everybody commitment, and it doesn't matter who plays, everybody gives everything, and after tomorrow we want to do it again.
Guys, last couple of questions now before the embargo. We'll go to Dom Farrell next.
Hi there, Pep.
Hi.
Following from Ian's question, really, if you do win the league this year, you'll be the first to regain the title, to win, to lose and win again, since Alex Ferguson in the same period at one club. I know you say it is all about day by day, but when you signed that new contract, was it a motivation that you can make history at this club and there's the conditions for making that sort of history?
I'm not so presumptuous to think when I sign I'm going to make history. I just to think about if we can win one game and at the second one, and we are able to play the team like the way we want to play. So this is the only target. The titles are a consequence from something more deeper than say I'm going to do something here. Well, when I arrived, I was scary. I would have doubts about if we were able to do it. I know what you want to do it, but I didn't know we were able to do it. And this is the only thing. So I'm not a guy who imagines what is going to happen if. So the reality is our team to face a good team, and this is after. When do we achieve it? Dominic, you asked me the question what I feel, what does it mean, and after I will answer you.
Thank you, Dom. Final question for the embargo. We'll go to Fred Caldera.
Hi, Pep. Coming back to the international break issue, you said that these conversations are still to take place with the players. Do you expect them to understand that it might not be the most reasonable decision for them to travel to countries that are in the red list of the UK? Do you expect them to understand this?
Mira, Fred, we want to let them go to the national team. I know how important for them as they are. I will never say don't go with your national team to represent your country and you play for, to prepare for European Cup or American Cup or whatever. But there's no sense going there and after be 10 days, no training session, being at home 10 more days, 1 more week. When we play for the league, just in case we go through for Champions League, qualifying and Champions League, and we are not playing with these players. They are not going to fly. We're going to be, I don't know what's going to happen, but they are not going to fly for sure. So, or UEFA or FIFA make something special. So we follow the protocols 8-9 months. So no restaurants closed. The people at home here home, here home. In the bubble, don't do it. Protect them. Test every 2 days. And after, in the important part of the decision of the league, we leave the players there. We don't know what happened. And like it's a red zone because the government decided it's red zone. They cannot come back and then stay 20 days, 15 days without competition when we play every 3 days. They are not going to fly for sure. So, and I'm pretty sure that all the big statements in the UEFA and FIFA, they will understand this argument. So that's for sure.